is TyrionLanstr. Well, folks, I'm really excited to talk about our newest update, the first new update of 2023. So, as we can see, there's some new content. They are adding a mentor apprentice system, which means that qualified new or experienced royal lords can be mentors and apprentices. You can complete quests by cooperation and obtain various rewards. So, my understanding of how this is going to work, and I'm just going to go through this one right now because it hasn't been introduced more formally. I will certainly go through all the details of it once there are actually rewards and we can see exactly what's going to happen, what the quests are like. But my understanding is that anyone with over 100,000 of their kind of power level, which is, if you go to this, not this number, but your combat score, so mine is 184,000, so I would qualify to be a mentor since it is over 100,000 for your basically actual score. So anyway, if you're over 100,000, and then if you're less than some, I'm not sure exactly what amount it'll be, you can qualify to be either a mentor or an apprentice. Then they will match you up with a certain number of them, and you guys will kind of work together to get these various quests and get various rewards. I think this is a really cute and interesting system. I think it's actually something that I would really enjoy getting to do. I've spent God knows too many hours on this game at this point, and getting to kind of share that with new players that are just joining and trying to figure it out is something that I would be very interested in doing, and kind of having connections with random up and coming players I think is a lot of fun, and hopefully coaching them and helping to mentor them in what they're doing. So I'm really excited. I'm definitely going to participate in this, and I think that it just depends on your background, but it's something that I really I enjoy doing in other things, and I'm excited to do in this. And of course, if you get rewards, then great. I will say, last thing on this, I'm not sure whether it's going to be you can choose your mentor and apprentice or if they do it for you. I kind of hope that they do it for you. I think if you can choose, it's likely to be a system that can get abused by people that make a new account, and I hope that doesn't happen, because I do think it's a cool system, and I'm excited to learn more about it. Okay, but the second thing is these alliance-related improvements. So there are these new alliance buildings, and there are a couple different types of them. Basically, as you can see here, they have alliance resource warehouses, alliance defense towers, alliance war camps, and alliance... Oh, sorry, that's just the alliance war camp, alliance defense tower, and alliance resource warehouse. So I gotta say, I think that these make so much sense. The Alliance Resource Warehouse is just kind of, instead of people having a actual player be the bank where everyone sends all of their resources to that one person and that person has to distribute it to others, it's just making the alliance itself have a resource warehouse, a building where you can send your resources to, and then you can get them back from it later. I am really intrigued about this, about how exactly it's going to work, who can pull from it. It looks like you do still have to pay the transport tax, but you don't have to pay the transport tax when you get the resources out of the warehouse. So in general, this is really interesting to me, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited to utilize it. I feel like people, banks were so important for a little while, and I feel like with the introduction of rebel trains and things like that, I think they're less needed because people are able to get resources on their own pretty easily with rebel trains. But I will say that, when you're about to go into a CCS or some of those other events, sometimes you need just a lot of gold because you're going to be spending so much healing. And I really do understand the need for having a bank and being able to distribute those resources easily. So I'm definitely think that's good addition. The defense tower basically allows you to give a truce for all of the other members of your alliance that are on that kingdom with you. So basically, it's going to immediately put a truce on everyone that is basically eligible for it. So if you're in Fervor, or um, if you're in a King's Landing area or other forbidden area, you're not going to get a truce on you at that time. But what this does is, for people that mess up and they forgot to they neglected to put on a bubble, and someone comes and is invading the kingdom, then as long as one of your officials is on and they can just throw on a truce for everyone, it's really going to make it harder for merit hunters. I think this, if I were a merit hunter, I would be furious about this Alliance Defense Tower. But it is definitely going to keep people safe and allow them to grow without the fear of getting rebel hunt or merit hunted as often. Um, I honestly think that it's almost made merit hunting nearly impossible at this point. You're pretty much going to only be able to do it by going and rallying and choosing to attack people and them want to get attacked. So I do like that in general, but I think for merit hunters, they may not be so pleased. The last is the Alliance War Camp. This only applies if you have your honor token, but basically you can send troops and then other Alliance members can use them when they do a rally on a Rebel Camp, Dragon Camp, Brave Companions Camp, and what have you, and the new Alliance boss. I think this is nice. It's just going to mean that a lot of the annoying dailies that people had to do, they can kind of just throw their troops in the Alliance War Camp and then be like, use my troops whenever, and it'll get them all the rewards and whatnot that they need. So I really like that. I think it'll be nice and easy, and just in general, that's going to make people's lives easier. Okay, I'm going to get to the Alliance boss in a second, but the other improvements, like nothing too crazy here. So where are these buildings? Well, if you go to your Alliance, you can see that they've kind of changed a few things around in here. So first of all, Alliance War is the same where you do your rallies. Alliance Building, this is where they express all the different buildings that you can get. The banner is the fourth building, but that already exists in the game. As you can see, we haven't constructed any of them yet. You use those same resources that you get from trading, or sorry, not trading, but from killing rebel leaders and then people getting them. So like if I go to the Alliance Gift, those resources are these. Okay, go away. These, like I get 5 for a gold chest, 4 for epic chest. It's those chests, and you can see we have a bunch of them. And then when we go to our Alliance buildings, that's what we would spend to build them. And you can see them all right here. And just the Alliance banner is the last one. The other new thing, though, is the Alliance boss. So this is your Alliance boss. As you can see, there are 5 levels to the boss. And basically what happens is, instead of us kind of just randomly blitzing a commander every day, there's now this Alliance boss where one of your officials will kind of tell the Alliance boss to show up, and then everyone in the Alliance is able to hit it. We unfortunately already killed our Alliance boss pretty quickly. I think there might still be one, though, on our map, because I remember another oh, here he is. Perfect. Okay, so I think this is the Hog Alliance boss, and I don't think many people have been hitting him all that much, but we're able to see what he looks like. So this is clearly Robert. It looks pretty cool. He's really big, and he's just kind of wandering around on his horse, but it looks like Robert, which I love. He's even got his little glass. I think it's kind of cool that they've kind of added in these commanders that we know. So that's exactly what he looks like. You'll see that he's at 100% right now. So what is going to have to happen is, as you rally it, you will take down a certain percentage of how much health he has left. And once you get to 90% left, everyone will get these rewards, and then 60%, 30%, and 0. These rewards are pretty good. I think especially the weapon reforge ores, you get 800 of them each time you kill one. And when you get the next level up, it's 250, so you're going to get a total of 1,000. Then at 3, you're getting 300 each, so 1,200. Then the level 4 is going to be 350 each, so 1,400. And then if you can beat the level 5 one, that'll be 400 each for 1,600 weapon reforged ores. The Alliance tokens and coins, sure, they're what they are. And you get some gold dragons, that's nice. You also get some for just participating in it. You'll get 5 chances to hit it each time. These don't change with the different levels, but you basically get it each time you participate in a rally against this Alliance boss. I think that the first level was very easy. We didn't have any trouble with it at all, but we're a pretty strong Alliance, so I imagine that it might be something where it's, they're really trying to make sure that there's something for everyone. My assumption is that levels 4 or 5 are probably going to be pretty tough. I imagine that they want to make it something where you really need to be thinking about it and strategizing it. There is still a ranking you can see. So I was 9th in our rankings. I don't believe that these actually correspond to any separate rewards, but you can just see that only 22 of us were enough to take out this entire Rebel, what are they calling it now? Is it just Rebel Alliance Boss? Sorry, or enough to take out this Alliance Boss, which is pretty, I think noteworthy that only 22 people was enough. I don't know how many it's going to take for the level 2. So interesting. This reflects our first week, like the first one that we did. That is not meaning this rankings is overall. Then it's not for that Alliance Boss. It is for all of them. So just so people are aware. Okay, but other than that, I hope you guys are enjoying this new update. Definitely lots of new and interesting stuff going on with the Alliance and the Alliance page. Lots of stuff to look forward to. I'm really excited for that mentor program, and definitely stay tuned once we find out more about it. But until next time, my name is TyrionLanstr, and I'll see you then.